Hello everyone, welcome to new webinar. I hope I'm audible and you can see my screen. If not, please let me know. You can add it in the comment box. So today we'll be going to discuss the features in point of sale module. First of all, thank you for all your support and participation in our webinar. And we'll wait some more time. Let everyone join for the session. Okay, let's begin. So once again, welcome to Odoo 16 webinar on point of sale. If you have any questions or queries in between, you can add your comments in the comment box and we will answer after the session. So today's agenda behind this webinar is to literate the end users and public with Odoo 16 point of sale module. That is, in this training, we'll be focusing on the features and functionalities of the point of sale module. So before starting, let me introduce about myself and about my company. Myself Shabna, functional consultant from Cybrosys Technologies. And we are the one of the leading providers of software solution headquartered in India. And we are the official partner of Odoo and experts in Odoo ERP. We offer comprehensive services related to Odoo implementation, customization and support. We have large clients from diverse industries around the globe, including manufacturing, retail, e-commerce, healthcare, education, logistics, and more. We gather the unique requirements of each industry and tailor a solution to address their specific needs effectively. Why Odoo ERP? You might know that Odoo has 7 million users and it is a proven product, and it is open source and comprehensive suite of business management software that provides organization with a wide range of applications to streamline their operation. The term open source refers that the source code is freely available and allows the businesses to customize and tailor the software to meet their specific need. Odoo includes a lot of modules for various operations such as sales management, customer relationship management, inventory management, accounting, project management, manufacturing, human resources, and many more. And there are a lot of key benefits of implementing Odoo. The first thing is Odoo brings together multiple business functions into a single platform, eliminating the need for separate software for each department. It enables a better communication and collaboration across teams as data is shared and accessible in real time. So this integration of information leads to improved efficiency and decision making. Odoo is also highly scalable and can adapt to all business of all sizes. Whether you are a startup, that is a small startup, or a large enterprise, you can start with the modules you require and expand as your business grows. There is a flexibility of Odoo allows you to add more features and functionalities when you need it. And of course, it's an open source solution and provides cost-effective alternative to proprietary software. That is, we have basically two editions. One is community and an enterprise edition. And the software itself is free to use if you deploy in the community level. And you only need to pay for additional modules, customization and support if required for the enterprise edition. This affordability makes it accessible to businesses with limited budgets. And Odoo has a large and active community of developers and users and contributors who is continuously working on improving the software. And the community provides access to a wide range of modules and extensions developed by experts, enhancing the functionality and features of Odoo. Additionally, professional support services are available if you require assistance with implementation, customization, and troubleshooting. That's why our Odoo App Store consists this much proven products like 34,000 plus ready to use modules are there in Odoo App Store. So it is contributed by various developers or this community from around the globe. Also, Odoo offers a friendly interface that simplifies the navigation and reduces the learning curve. Overall, Odoo is a versatile business management solution that offers integration, customization, scalability, cost effectiveness, and a strong support community. Now let's discuss about the features of point of sale. So first comes the product management. So for every business, the product management and customer management is a crucial factor. So when it comes to the product management in the point of sale, we'll be able to configure the products and point of sale categories. That is, apart from the product category, we have point of sale product category as well. That is, in Odoo, every product is classified into different category, which can be classified based on either whether it is saleable, assets, furniture, office supplies, etc. So the point of sale also contains this product category called point of sale product category, which are used to classify products at the point of sale. And the categories you define will be displayed at the top of your point of sale terminal. This helps you to organize your products and order them by popularity and display different categories at different point of sale. Also, there will be having the ability to search products easily from the terminal, and will be able to sell the products in a defined unit of measure which will be connected to your warehouse. Thus, the stock count will be updated automatically as sale happen. Also, will be able to configure and sell the product variants, and Odoo's point of sale system is capable of performing at a scale of over 100,000 products. Now comes the store management, that is the inventory management. So when it comes to inventory management, we will be able to monitor your stock in real time and manage your inventory across all the location and review the shipments with Odoo stock integration. And different warehouses can be set for multiple point of sale and hence stock, and of course the cash flows can be easily identified. Sometimes employees may take cash from some use from the drawer, and at the end of the day they put the cash back in the drawer itself. So the cash flow, like cash in and out, can be recorded, and the orders taken by different cashiers by switching from one shift to another, and also able to keep track of their daily sales and total for every payment type. Then comes the customer management and loyalty. So as I mentioned, customers have a crucial role in every business. Without customer, we can't make anything. So registering your business customer details and identifying their details by simply entering the customer's email and their contact information and providing them some kind of discounts with promotions and programs. So this will be available in Odoo 16 point of sale module. So till on Odoo 15th version, we have promotions and coupons only. But in 16, we have an extender functionality for this upselling technique, including a wide range of program types like loyalty cards, coupons, discount codes, buy X get Y options, next order coupons, etc. Then comes the checkout process. So there are a lot of features available, such as regarding the prices and discount. So discounts can be applied as line discounts and global discounts. Line discount in the sense will be able to provide discounts on the individual items, and global discount in the sense will be able to provide discounts on the total amount. And it is also able to process parallel orders by putting orders aside and processing multiple orders at the same time. Also, it is able to search your products and customers. There will be having a fast search option to quickly search your products and customers. And when it comes to the receipt, we'll be able to provide your customers, that is the receipts and the invoices as well. So in case of receipt, we'll be able to customize with a minimal header and footer. And in the receipt, it will show the loyalty points, discounts, etc. And that will be printed on the receipt. Or even there have been some functionality of adding the QR code in the receipt, so that customers will be able to scan and pay the amount. And using the weighing machine at the checkout counter, it is easily able to weigh the product, and the price, the weight, and the discount information are embedded directly into your barcode and make the payment based on that. With iPad and Android tablet support, you can sell anywhere within your store or restaurant. Then comes the payment. There is a lot of payment methods can be added to your point of sale. Like there will be payment methods like customer can make payment through cash or through bank, or they can use credit cards, or there may be credit purchases as well. So it is able to configure all this kind of payment methods, and new payment methods can be added as well. And there will be certain scenarios like adding the payment terminal so that customers can make payment for their point of sale order by just swiping their cards. So we'll be able to connect the point of sale terminal along with our payment methods. And also credit purchases can be handled, and tips can be provided. A single order can be paid as a split payment between multiple parties, as well as with a separate payment method. This is actually the bill splitting functionality which is available in the restaurant configuration. And moreover, the invoice can be generated and all the payment details are directly integrated into Odoo accounting to make the bookkeeping simple and reliable. Okay, next comes the restaurant management. So before that, in Odoo, we have actually two kind of configuration. One is shop configuration and another is bar or restaurant configuration. So all the functionalities we have discussed will be available in both shop configuration and restaurant configuration, because all of these are inevitable. And there will be certain additional features or functionalities available in the restaurant management, which include managing the flows and the table management, etc. So assign your orders to table and receive the review of your restaurant flow, as well as you can make changes on the go with the graphical editor. And when it comes to seat management, that is, you will be able to keep track of your guests with an overview of your restaurant capacity and table availability, and it is possible to transfer the orders between the table. And another feature is using kitchen printers. Kitchen notes can be added, and some additional instructions can be sent to different printers automatically based on the product category. And the customer notes can be added, like maybe there will be some preferences for their orders, like maybe some of them requires some kind of items with their own taste. So special requests and preferences can be added as a kitchen order note, and they can be sent to the kitchen with kitchen printers along with the order. And of course, a bill splitting functionality which enable your customers to pay directly, that is, pay their own bill separately or at different times by splitting the orders. Then it comes to the web application, which means Odoo Point of Sale is a web-based application and can be deployed on any devices or operating system running in Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. And Microsoft Windows, Apple, Linux, Android, and iOS are all supported operating system. Odoo Point of Sale is compatible with standard PCs, iPad, Android tablets, and other industrial touchscreen terminal. Also, point of sale will be able to work offline as well. That is, it only requires the internet connectivity at the time of session opening and closing, because at that time, Odoo will load the information to the point of sale, and at the end of the closing time, all the entries like accounting entries will be posted. So at that time, that is at the time of session opening and closing, will require the internet connectivity. And indeed, Odoo's point of sale can be customized with HTML5, JS extension modules. So in this webinar, I'll be focusing on the following topics. That is, one is product management, how a product category like point of sale product category and product variant, all this can be managed. And then comes the customer management, and the point of sale configuration will be discussing the functionalities of shop and restaurant configuration, and how down payments can be added through the point of sale terminal, and of course the payment terminal. As mentioned earlier, we'll be having ability to associate our payment methods with the payment terminal, so customer can just swipe their card and make payment. So we'll be discussing that as well, and how the price list, physical position, and different promotions like different promotion program times can be applicable on the point of sale order. And the another feature is the ship later process, which means customer can make payment at the store and the product will be delivered later. So this process and will be discussed about how opening and closing cash control, how the coins will be configured, how we'll add the denomination, how we manage the difference in expected cash and counted cash. And then comes the warehouse management and bill splitting and managing the tips, and finally the point of sale reports. Okay, so let's go to the live demo. So this is my dashboard where I have already installed the sales module, purchase, accounting, along with the point of sale module, which means there will be a requirement of accounting in order to post all the journal entries that is regarding to the sales and finance and cash flow. And of course, we'll be having the inventory for the inventory management. Okay, so let's start with our point of sale module. So this is my dashboard where you can see the point of sale session. One point of sale is the which is default one, which is my shop. And here it is a campaign view, and you can put it in the list view. And if you want to create a new shop, you can either create from here or from the configuration settings as well. So let me create a new shop as well, like this is my shop 2. And there will be certain functionalities like multi-employees per session in order to add employees who can access this particular shop too. And you will be able to connect your printer with the point of sale, and will be able to connect the IoT box and connect lot of devices along with this. So I'm not enabling this, I'm just creating one and go to the point of sale dashboard. So you'll be having the new 2 sessions. So it will be just like 2 retail shops at different location. That is, if you're running a multi-company business or multi-branch business, there will be different branches that will be located in different areas. So currently we don't have that branch concept. In Odoo will be usually using it with multi-company. But if you're using same chart of accounts to manage all your branches, what you can do is that you can configure it separate point of sale sessions. So it will be just like one shop at one location, and this is another shop at the different location. We'll discuss the configuration settings of each of them. So before that, let me start with the product management, and then comes the customer management. So this is a basic thing we have to first discuss before going to the in depth. So first, let's go to the products. So under the products menu, we'll be having the option to create products and product variants. And of course, when you go to the products, you'll be able to see all the products that are currently 4 to 6 products that are available in point of sale. So let me show you something like in the product configuration. We can also create products from different modules like from the sales, purchase, or from accounting, or from inventory as well. Similarly, we are creating the product from the point of sale as well. But the thing is that if you want to see this product, like if you want to see your product in the point of sale terminal, you should enable one feature that is under the sales. You will be having an option that is available in point of sale. So you should enable this, then only you will be able to see your product in the point of sale. And this is another option that is to weigh with scale. This is for weighing your product at the checkout counter. So if you want to weigh this, you can enable. I'm not enabling it currently, and this is the product category. That is not the product category, it's the point of sale category, product category. So it's come under miscellaneous. So let's see how the PoS category, that is this PoS category, can be created. That is, you can see chairs, desks, miscellaneous over here. So let's go to configuration, and over here, that is point of sale product categories are available over here, and you can see the existing PoS category. So this point of sale category is actually to categorize your products in the point of sale terminal. So maybe you will be having different kinds of products, like there will be furnitures, desks, chairs, other miscellaneous objects or stationery items will be there, and there will be mineral water and like the food items. There will be some kind of books will be there. So we can create the point of sale product category from here. That is, from the new button, it will be redirected to create your PoS product category, or you can add the category name. So I'll be adding books, and you can also provide the parent category if required, and this is a sequence. And here you can add the image of your category. So this image as well you'll be able to see in the point of sale terminal. Okay, so the category have been created. Now we go to products, and we have to assign the products that comes under this category. So there is a book like my accounting book for V16. So in order to sell this product, I'll be able to add this product under the category books. So I can see the books in this accounting book under the category. Similarly, I'll be having one more book. Let's search for this. That is Odoo book V60. So this will be also, I'll be adding under the book. So these two products are available under that category. And I'll be having currently 100 quantities of book in my stock for both of the products, and you can see the sales price as well. So this is how we create the point of sale product category and the configuration required for your product in the product management. Like all the other things like that can be sold, purchase, the general information things, the variant, and so these things will be in general. That is, you can add whether this product is storable or consumable, or whether it is a service, and what is the invoicing policy, and what is the unit of measure, etc. So now let's see how the attributes, variants can be added. So for that, let's create an attribute from the configuration settings, and you can see this is the attribute. Here you can find all the existing attributes and its display type and variant creation modes. There are different variant creation modes like instantly, dynamically, and never. So if you want to know more about the variant creation mode, you can check our YouTube videos, because currently we'll be focusing on the point of sale functionality. So what I'm doing is I'll be having a table, that is table shape, as an attribute, or I've been added the variant creation mode never, which means it will never create a variant, but will be able to sell and purchase the variants. And there will be different attribute values, like it can be a round table, or a rectangular table, or square table, or an oval table. So this is my attribute. So what I can do is that I can add this attribute to my product. So I'll be going to product, and let's create a table. Let's say my office table, where it is an storable product, and its sales price I'll be provided as $200, and the customer taxes by default I'll be provided as 15% tax. And the here you can add the cost and the other details, the product category and all. And then comes the unit of measure, and under the sales I'll mention it as available in the point of sale category, and this will be come under miscellaneous. Okay, and you can add the attributes variance over here. When you click over here, you can add the table shape as your attribute, and you can add the values, like it can be a round table, a rectangular table, or square or oval table. And you want to configure more prices according to the size, you can configure maybe round table having more price. There will be some extra charges, like an extra amount of $50 will be there for the round table. So I can add the extra price value, and maybe for rectangular an additional charge of 10 will be there. Okay, so let's go to the office table. So I can see that is my office table with different values, that is different variants I can sell and purchase, and the round and rectangular will have additional prices. And also under the inventory, if you have enabled the traceability in the inventory module, you will be having the option to track your product with lots of unique serial number, or you can be it as option no tracking. So let's add one more product. Maybe I'll be having a product, say my laptop, and it can be a storable product, and with $500 of amount. And here what I'm doing is that under the inventory I'll be identifying my products with unique serial number. So you can mention the unique serial number over here. And in some cases your products may have expiration date. So in that case, if you enable the tracking by either unique or serial number, you will be able to add the expiration date of your product as well. Okay, so this is how we configure your products. Now let's add some products in my stock. So where I'll be having one lot number, I can add the lot number over here, and the unit will be 1, which means each product is individually identified. So let me add my first serial number as SN1. Let's try to create. Okay, so you can see the counted value is 1, and you can add it as apply. And maybe I'll be having one more. So it will be just like serial number 2, that is SN2. I'll be creating another one and again apply. So I'll be having 2 laptops with different serial number. Now let's move to the product. So where you can find 2 products, which is an on hand for laptop. So this is how we add the products, that is serial and lot number and variants. So next we'll be having the customers. So customers is another crucial part where we need to configure. So all the existing customer in your database that you will be able to see here, and you will be able to create more customers by clicking on the new button. So here one is one customer. It can be an individual or a company. So for an customer information, which is an individual, you will be able to see the account receivable and account payable under the accounting tab, which means if the customer need to make payment, all the amount to be received from the customer, that will be recorded in the account receivable. Okay, now let's see how it is for a company. So suppose I'll be having a demo company. Okay, and here the same, you can see the receivable and payable account under the accounting section, and you will be able to add multiple addresses for your company. There will be certain addresses where your invoices will be sent, maybe the delivery will be to some other address, so different address types may need to be configured, that is like contact address, invoice address, delivery address and all. So let's add one invoice address, say Mr. Alex, and his mail ID is alex@examples.com. Then comes his contact information. Okay, let's save this. So you can see the invoice address is added over here, and you can add one more address as delivery address. So it's John, and you can add the details of this contact address as well. And let's see, so there will be two contacts under this company, that is two addresses. One is invoice address and another is a delivery address. So when you look into your entire contacts, you'll be able to see there are two more contacts will be generated, like demo company John and demo company Alex. So these are the contact address of demo company. And for this contacts, you can see under the accounting section, that is accounting related settings are managed by the parent company, which means if this customers like Mr. Alex who John is purchasing through your point of sale, that will be recorded, that amount to be received from them will be also recorded under the account receivable you mentioned for the company, that is under the accounting section, the accounting receivable account. Okay, so this is how your customers can be added, and it is also possible to add customers from the point of sale itself. You can add your customer. So let's see. Here it is the shop configuration. So if you want to start a new session, you can just click over here. So it will load all the details to your point of sale, and here you can see the opening cash control where you can add the opening cash. So this will discuss later. So let's open this, and here you can find the customer detail. So you can also create and search your customer. You can search your customer. Maybe I'll be searching for John of demo company. You can see that I can also create it from here. So the create option will enables you create a new customer. Here you can add a new customer name like Nicole, and the street details and the city name, the zip code, the state and country. Then comes the email example.com. Then comes the contact information like mobile number, phone and barcode. You can add it over here, so that using this barcode you can identify this particular person. So let's say, so you can see this person is added. So like this you can also able to add your customer. So let me unselect this and close the session. So it is possible to add customer details from the point of sale itself. Okay, so the last closing time and closing cash amount will be updated over here. Currently we didn't add any transaction or add any orders, so that it's why 0. Now let's go to the coins and bills, and we'll be having the payment method. So let's see how this can be configured. So first is payment methods. Here you can find all the payment methods, like customers can make payment through either pay directly the money, that is a cash, or they can make payment as bank payment, or the customer account will be used for a credit purchase. So let's open the cash. Here you can see the cash, that is name of the payment method, which is cash. And if you want to identify the customer, you can just enable this, that is when you are using this cash payment method, you should add the customer details. And the journal, that is a cash journal, which can be configured under the accounting module. And this is an intermediate account. So here you can either add your that is the customer receivable account, or you can leave it as empty. If you leave it as empty, it will be taken the default account that will be configured in the configuration settings of the point of sale. So leaving this as empty, which means in the settings for the point of sale, here you can see that is a default temporary account, that is an intermediate account used for unidentified customer. So that is account receivable. So either you can add inside the payment method, otherwise it will take the default temporary account from the settings. And there will be having another, that is the bank and the bank journal, and the outstanding and intermediary account as well. And the outstanding account will keep the unreconciled entries. And here you can see a tip, that is go to configuration settings, then payment terminal, in order to install the payment terminal and make fully integrated payment method, which means you will be able to add the payment terminal. You can connect the devices to your point of sale and associate with this payment method. So for that, we have to enable the payment terminals as well. So let's see that when you go to the settings, so here you can see the point of sale, and there will be lot of functionalities under this. So all these functionalities and features are for this particular point of sale. And if you choose shop not used, and what are the details or what are the functionalities we enable under this will be specifically for this point of sale. So we are configuring currently for shop. So what we have to do is that we just change the point of sale shop, and here, that is, just go down. Here you can find the payment methods available. So in this point of sale, if customer is making payment, they can make payment through cash, bank, or through customer account. Now we need to enable the payment terminal, so we can connect the payment devices, terminal devices to point of sale. So I'll be using the Vandy, because we haven't demo credential over there. We can either use Adyen payment terminal or Stripe 6 as well. So I'll be using this one currently. I'll be just enabling this. Okay, so it will activate that Vandy credential, that is there is a demo credential, and you can see under the configuration, that is Vandy configuration, this will be available only if you enable the or activate the developer mode. Okay, so here you can see a Vandy demo, and this will allow your customers to make payment with various credit cards, and by associating it with the point of sale payment method. Okay, so here you can see the details, and here you can see and merchant ID and a merchant password. This is a demo one. So that is your customer can swipe their card through the card reader device, and will charge the full amount of the order to the card. So there will be a question like how this devices, like how this payment terminals will be connected. So in POS, we have the ability to connect card reader devices either directly or it can be connected through the IoT devices as well. So let me show you that as well. So we have a demo Vandy credential and I'll be going to the configuration settings where you can see a section that is connected devices. Yeah, here you will be having option to connect your printer without using the IoT box. That is, this is for your printer, and you can add the IP address directly over here. And there is another option that is a customer display. That is, a second display will be available at the checkout to show the details of the orders that have been taken, the prices and the total that will be displayed to your customers. And this is another option to connect your devices. That is, once you save this, so IoT box will be used to connect your external devices, like there will be receipt printers will be the, and cash drawer will be the, and maybe kitchen printers will be the. So there are different devices that will be connected to your point of sale. So you can have the ability to connect those devices with IoT box. You can see receipt printer, customer display, barcode scanners, electronic scale, that is the weighing machine. So all this can be connected to the weighing, to the IoT box. Okay, so I'm not enabling this. I'm just saving. So you can have the ability to connect all the card reader devices either directly or through the IoT box itself. Now let's see how the payment methods and payment terminals can be associated. So in the payment methods, suppose I'll be creating a new method like credit card. Okay, a credit card payment method will be there, and I just want to identify the customer. You can add it, and you can add the journal, which is the bank journal. So now here, as you install that or as you enable that Vantive uh, payment devices, you can see use a payment terminal over here. If you enable 6 and Edian and all, you can see that over here. So currently I'll be enable the Vantive credential. So I can add the Vantive demo credential over here and save. The next step is, if you want to use this credit card in your point of sale, you have to add this payment method inside the payment method section. Like in the configuration settings of shop, just scroll down and you can see the payment methods under the payment section. Here you have to add the credit card as well. Then only this payment methods will be available in your point of sale. Okay, let's save this. Now we'll have the coins and bills. So coins and bills actually used to configure because in Odoo it will assist you to easily calculating the amounts accurately in the point of sale session. That is, at the time of opening the session and closing the session, there will be some amount in the cash drawer. So if you want to add it in coin denominations, we can make use of this coins. Okay, so here you can see different coins and its value and in which point of sale it is using. So I'll be adding a new coin of 500 whose value is 500 and it can be used in shop. Okay, for shop. So in this way you can add all your coins and their denominator coin values and in which point of sale. You're also able to import the records from here as well. No need to create manually all the records. There will be an option to import the records in almost all form view of Odoo. That is at the time of opening your session. If you have an opening balance of $500, you can provide its denomination. Like it may be one coin of $100 and two coin of $200, or it can be one coin of $500 itself. So recording like this will give an transparent and accurate values. So these are the basic configurations. So we have discussed the product management, then the customer management, the payment methods, configuring variants, product categories, and coins, payment methods and all. And we'll be having the option to create taxes over here. So you can also create more taxes. Maybe this will be able to create from the accounting module. That is, whatever the taxes will be added in the accounting module will be available in the taxes. And if you activate the developer mode, you will be able to configure taxes under the configuration. So it will be tax 10%. I can add the 10% of tax. It can be a sales price. And if you want to record the tax amount under tax payable, that is tax need to be recorded in a particular account, you can add the tax payable account over here. So there will be different computation for your that is your taxes. It can be either group of tax or fixed or percentage, etc. So you can see the further details in the YouTube videos of accounting. And let me create one more tax of maybe like 5%. So I'll be adding it as 5%. And let's say, so all of this are percentage of price. So the tax will be 5% of the base amount. Okay, so in this way you can configure this. And now go to the configuration. Now let's see, or let's discuss the different configuration of point of sale. So there will be two kind of configuration. I have already mentioned. One is shop configuration and the another is bar or restaurant configuration. So for a point of sale, how the configuration determined is based on this particular field, like is a bar or restaurant. That is, if you enable is a bar or restaurant, it will be considered as a restaurant or a bar. Otherwise, it will consider this point of sale as a shop configuration where the features of floor management and seats and the bill splitting are not available in the shop. Okay, so currently I have a shop and let's see what are the features available. So here you can see a starting category. I'll be just removing this, and what we can do is that we can restrict the categories in the point of sale. So for example, if you have two branches and one is selling the stationery items and another is selling the furnitures. So in the one point of sale, you don't need to add all the products. That is, if you are selling the furniture, you only need to show the products like the furniture items like desks, chairs, and other tables and all. So we can restrict the product category in the point of sale. So currently we'll be having different product category like chairs, desk, and miscellaneous. So I can add my products under this category. Okay, if I using desk and chairs, I'll be able to see only desk and chair in my point of sale. So I'll be adding all the category that will be available in my that is in my point of sale. And here you can see start category. So out of this restricted category, that is out of this available category, one can be chosen as a starting category. So I'll be adding the starting category as miscellaneous. That is, when we open the point of sale terminal, I'll be able to see the starting category, that is a miscellaneous, and I can go to home. So it will show all the product categories as well. That is all the point of sale product categories. Okay, and the next thing is large scroll bars. So large scroll bars are using to navigate. That is, in order to improve the navigation, if you are using industrial touch screens and all, so the navigation can be improved using the scroll bars. Then comes the margins and costs. So this will allow you to view the product cost and margin in the product information. Usually the product information show all the details like its selling price, the cost, in which warehouse the product is available, how much quantities are available, and if there are any price list is applicable, what is the price list can be applied to this product, available price list. And there will be information like the tax excluded amount, the VAT amount, and all the information regarding the product will be come under the product information. And once you enable the margin, you can see the margin and cost in the product information as well. Okay, then comes the multi employees per session. So the multi employees per session, in the sense that is some employees will only have access to the point of sale. So we can set to whom we are allow access to this particular shop. So there will be some cashiers who are allowed to sell items from this point of sale. So we can add the employees into this point of sale session. So let's say, so once you save this, you'll be having the option to add your employees over there, so that employees can log in to sell the items using their badges or their pin code. So I'll be adding Michelle. Michelle is the admin person, and I've been adding one more person, that is Doris, and I'll be adding one more as Beth. So these two are my cashiers and Michelle is the admin person. So let's save this and try to open the point of sale. So let's see how multi employees per session works. So when I'm trying to open this session, let's click on the new session. So you can see a window like this, like log into shop, or you can that is employee can either scan their badge or select their cashier. So if I'm choosing the cashier from here, I'm choosing Michelle, it will be directly moved to the session, because but there is no security in this. For example, if I'm switching, there is a button over here that is a lock symbol. This is for switching your customer, that is you can switch Doris as change customer. So there will be no security, that is you can just switch the cashiers from here directly. So it's not appropriate. So what we can do is that, let's close the session. We can set a pin code for this employee, or we can assign a badge for the employee. So they have to either scan the badge or enter their pin code, then only they can log in. Okay, so we'll provide a security for that. For that, in the employees module, we'll have all the employee details, and for Michelle, I'll be search for Michelle, and under the HR settings of Michelle, here we'll be having an option to add the pin code. So I'll be using a pin code 00000 for Michelle, or there is an option to generate badge ID. So when you click on this badge ID, and badge will be generated and you can take the print. So I'll be using the pin code only currently. And next is for Doris. Okay, for this particular person, I'll be using 1111 as their pin code. And for the third one, like Beth, I'll be adding 2222. Okay. Now let's go back to the point of sale, and now let's start to open the session. So before that, I'll add one more detail so it will be easier to understand. That is, when we scroll down here, that is under the payment, we'll already added the different payment methods, and here is the coins that can be used in the point of sale. That is, there will be different denominations of coins. So setting like this will be used and the opening and closing control. So at the time of opening, maybe I'll be having some opening amount. So I can add the opening amount along with its denomination. So let's open the session by clicking on the new session. It will take you to the point of sale where you can choose the cashier, Michelle, and now it's asking for the pin code. So employee need to enter their password and login. Then comes the opening cash control. So maybe suppose I'll be having $500 in my hand as an opening cash. If you want to add an opening denomination, you can go over here. So you can see all the coins we have been added in the settings of the shop that can be added. So here you can add, I have one coin of 100 and two coin of 200, so a total amount of $500. So you can see the enter money details over here, and I'm opening the session. Okay, and this is a interface of the point of sale. Here you can see the last scroll bar where this will be easy to navigate if you are using a point of sale terminal with touch screen, so it will be easier to navigate. Then here comes the starting category. You can see this is a starting category that will be visible at the top, that is miscellaneous category, and here you'll be able to search your product. For example, I'll be having a drawer. I can search it also. I can see the drawer product, and when I click on this home icon, I can see all the available categories over here. There will be books, chairs, desk and all. So if I'm clicking on the books, I can see my books and its price and all. And this is a product information where when I'm click over here, that is when I'm choosing this product and click over this product information, I can see all the details like the amount, the tax amount, and the financial data like price excluded VAT, cost, and this is the margin. So because for this product I've been had a cost as 0, so margin itself 120, that's 100%, and the public price list, that is all the price lists available will be shown over here. And inventory as of opening, in my warehouse I have only one warehouse, consists of 100 units, and the order details like the product price, cost, and total margin. Okay, so here that is you'll be able to find the margin and cost in the product information. Then comes the next feature, that is if I'm trying to close the session, you can see the order number of orders taken, because I haven't taken any order. So let's try to take one. So for my customer, say Fernand, okay, I can search it and choose my customer. So you can see the customer, and this person is purchasing one product. Okay, let's use our product, my office table, where we have configured variants, 4 variants. So when I'm choosing that product, I can see the products, and here you can see its extra price. So if he is purchasing a rectangular office table, it will worth $100 extra, and let's add. So here you can see the total amount is 241.50. That is the $10 is added along with the product, that is 230, and taxes as well, 15% taxes as well. So tax amount will be shown over here. And the one more product we have created, that is laptop, which is okay, let's go back. Let's close the session and let's check the details in the products. laptop. Okay, this product is storable, and in the inventory it is okay. Tracking is added and is available, and I'll be added it in the miscellaneous category. Okay, so let's say this and again go back to the session as we done before. Add the password to log in for this particular cache and add the initial balance as 500 with $1, sorry, 1 unit of $100 and 2 unit of $200. Okay, then next just confirm and open the session. I'll be chosen the creator person, that is the customer, and let's choose for laptop. So while we adding, it asks for adding the lot number. So I'll be using the lot with serial number 2 and click on OK. So you can see the product is available with 1 unit 575 units with serial number as in 2, and the second product, which is our office table that we have created earlier. So I'll be using the rectangular, and let's add this. Okay, so the total amount is 816.50, that including the tax $106.50. And here we'll be having certain options, that is quantity. We'll be able to update the quantity by simply clicking on the quantity, and if we add the quantity over here, so you can see the quantity is updated as 2. Similarly, manager will be able, that is a person who have admin access to point of sale, will be able to change the product price as well. So currently it is 241.50. When you click on the price, and if I'm adding it as 200, you can see 200 price along with the that is 15% tax, that is total of 230 per units will be updated over here. So in this way we'll be able to update the quantity and price. Also we'll discuss the discount. So this is actually the line discount that we'll discuss, and here you can also add the customer note as well. So customer note, rectangular table with wooden material. Okay, so you can see that customer node will be added along with the order. And next thing is making payment. So once the details has been taken, the next thing is that making payment. By clicking on the payment, you can see all the payment methods have been added. This person can make either cash payment, bank payment, customer account, that is using credit purchase, and the last thing is a credit card. So once this person, if we try to use a credit card, where we have associate it with the value payment terminal. So let's see what happens. So when you click over here, you can see it actually gives a message that is waiting for swiping the card. So we have to connect the device properly with point of sale, then only will be able to complete the process. So this is how it looks like. That is still the payment is accepted. It's show that waiting for the swipe. Okay, let's do it with a bank payment. So the bank amount will be added out here. Let me reduce the screen size. Okay, so it will be able to see that you can see the total amount is 1035 need to pay by the customer. Here you can see the customer details, and maybe he can make payment through bank. So you can see the bank is added, and the details, that is the remaining amount, go to 0. Or by bank he may pay 500 only. The remaining there will be remaining 535 he can make payment by cash. So multiple payment methods can be used at a time as well. Okay, and maybe here again cash by he is making payment 500 and there will be remaining 35 that will be considered as a credit payment. Okay, so that will be added. So this 35 will be actually considered as a credit amount. So customer have to make payment this amount later, but he can take the product. Okay, so let's validate. And then in this section what will happen is that you can print the receipt and you can give it to your customer, or you can send it to the customer's mail ID, provided the customer mail ID will be in the in your database. And here you can see the details of your receipt, or you can find the logo and the company details and the product, the serial number used, and the rectangular table, that is a variant attribute detail, and the quantity and unit price, and the customer note, and the total amount, and the payment method, that is he is making payment 500 by cash and 500 by bank amount, and 35 is a credit. And also there is no change, and you can see the tax and total taxes as well. Okay, so this is how we make a payment through point of sale terminal. And you can see the total orders this person, that is this cashier, has been taken. And once you click on the order, new order, it will be redirected to the second order. So this time I'll be choosing Anita Oliver as my customer, where a desk stand with screen is taken. So we have already mentioned that is multiple orders can be taken simultaneously. So in that scenario, what we will do is that maybe this Anita Oliver has added some product to her cart. At the same time, if another customer come to bill, you can generate another order by clicking on the orders and clicking on the new order. And for the next customer, maybe it's for Brendan Freeman, and you have chosen some of the two products. And here you can see now it is two orders, and when you go to here you can see two orders are ongoing. So at the same time again you can take a third one as well. Okay, so you can just take Paul Williams, and maybe this person is purchasing another. So it can be validated, and you can see the three orders were one has been received and the two are ongoing. Okay, so here a receipt only generated, and for the second one if you click on that you can go back to that order, which means you can simultaneously process multiple orders. So for Brendan Freeman, I have to create an invoice because he requested for a invoice. So I'll be using the bank, and here we'll be having an option of invoice. So when I'm clicking on this invoice, it will generate an invoice so that I can print it and provide to the customer. Okay, so on validating, I'll be able to see an invoice is downloaded here, and when you open this, you can see the details of your invoice. There is the customer, there is a company details, the customer detail, invoice number, invoice date, due date, the shop reference, which are the products used, its quantity, unit of measure, and the amount, and the total paid amount, and the communication for your payment, which is actually based on the invoice, and the payment terms as well. So this is a default payment term. Now let's move back. So here you can go to the order. So here it as well, it is completed, and here you can see all the filters. You can see all the ongoing orders, and which is in payment and in receipt, that is generator receipt or paid. So you can see three are paid, and there is one ongoing, and you can make this payment as well. So this time this person is making payment through cash. Okay, so you can see the cash payment, and let's validate the order. Okay, and here you can see a cash in and out. This is actually to record the cash in and out from the drawer. So if you click over here, you can record cash out. When you click on the cash out, you can enter the cash out, like $20 has been taken from the cash from the drawer for lunch ticket. So for lunch ticket, employee has been taken $20, and let's confirm. And maybe at the end of the day, customer will put back that cash. So 20 will be cash in, that is which is taken from cash. Okay, so the label can be added over here, and let's confirm. So we have been taken 4 orders, some of them having generator with a receipt and one having a generator with a invoice, and we have make payment through cash, bank and customer account, and cash in and cash out are processed. Now let's see the closing of the session. Before closing, here you can have a customer screen. This is actually the customer screen, where when customers taken some orders, they will be having a secondary display which contain all the products and the details over here. It will be just like this, whatever the product, the quantity that have been taken, and the total amount and change details. So this will be a secondary display that will be available for our customers. And the next thing is the lock option, which is used to switch the customer. Maybe different cashiers are working in a single session. A session in the sense it will be opened at the morning and it will be closed at the evening. That is, it will that is the ending. That starting and ending will be based on the your business time. Okay. So here, if I'm switching to another cashier, Doris, where Doris is entered by entering his password, and here Doris can also take more orders. So for customer Azure, she has been sold these 2 items, and customer made payment as well. And maybe again there will be another person, that is another cashier, maybe at another time, where Beth is taking some more orders in the same session. Maybe one office lamp and pedal pin is sold to Azure, and also the payment has been taken by cash. Okay, so let's validate. Now you will not have the option to close the session, because Doris and Beth are the cashiers who have that is user access to the point of sale only. Only the admin person or the manager can be able to close the session. So Michelle can log in and close the session. So while closing, you can see the closing information, like totally 6 orders will be taken in the session, and the total amount is $6,958.78. And the cash methods are available here, like the total cash amount expected, and the opening cash is 500, and the customer has taken out $20, and not the customer, the cashier, that is the cashier's taken $20, and also in that amount at the end of the session, and the payments in cash. And here you can see the bank payment, and customer account is 35. This is a credit purchase for Fernand, and also the money details. And also you can add the closing note over here, like $35 as credit purchase, so that you can also add over here. And the thing is that here you can see a value as expected and the difference. So while you're counting the cash, you should add the counted amount over here. As per the sale, you have to receive, or you must receive this much amount, and when you count, the expected amount need to be equal to counted amount, 3482. Okay, so the difference you can see 0, but some cases the differences might not be 0, because for example, that is, if your cashier has taken $20 for lunch ticket, and if they don't put that amount back, there will be a difference of $20. So some cases there will be $20 difference, so we'll be able to set a maximum difference allowed, and if the difference is greater than the maximum allowed amount, the cashier has to contact the manager and need to clarify the details. Okay, so if it is less than, or if it is okay to be with that difference, you can close the session, but at the time of closing, that difference amount will be kept as and cash difference loss, because it's an expense, like it's a loss for the from the current sale. So it will be recorded in a different account, like cash difference loss account. Okay, so let me close the session. By clicking on the close session option, you can close it. And here you can see the last closing balance over here, like 3,482. And when you go back to your orders, you can see all the orders you have been taken from the session 04, and the date, time, receipt number, the customer, and the employee as well. That is, Michelle have been taken 4 orders, and Doris and Beth has taken 1 order in this session, and also the amount and the status. So for one, it's seen as invoice, because for this particular order we have generated invoice, and for all others receipt is only generated. So we'll be able to identify to whom we have provided the invoice and to whom we provide the receipt. And when we open this, you can see the further details, like the product information and the quantity, unit price, discount applied, the tax, subtotal, without tax, and total, all the information. And we'll be having session. So different sessions will be there. So this is a current session we have closed, or you can see it is opened by Michelle, and the point of sale is shop, and here you can see the journal entry for this point of sale. When you click over this, it will take you to the journal entry, where you can find the account receivable, PoS, and the product of sale. That is the income account, and the receivable account, that is the amount to be received from the customer, and the tax. So this will be debited and credited in the respective accounts as well. Now, then the opening date and time, closing date and time, the starting balance, ending balance. So all this amount will be recorded over here. And the 6 orders we have been taken in this session, that will be seen under the Smart Tab order, and there will be 2 picking. You can see 2 picking will be there. And next comes the payments. So different payment methods are used. 3 orders has been made payment through cash and bank, and 1 is through customer account. Then comes the journal items, like there will be cash payment, bank payment, and invoice has been generated. So there will be respective journal entries have been generated. So the journal items of each entry you can see over here, like the journal entry, the cash, and all. So for the final one, you can see all the journal items and its debit and credit amount as well. Now we'll move to the cash register, where you can see the cash movements only, that is the cash payments as well as the cash in and out. That's you can see over here, and the running balance as well. Then let's here you can see the payments done by different payment methods, which is similar. Now we'll move to the further configurations. So before that, let me go to general settings and disable the developer mode. I don't need to activate this. Now let's back to configuration settings. Now under the accounting section, you can see the default tax, that is the default tax for your product, that is 15%, and you can see all the taxes from here. We have been configured 10% and 5% as well. And here it is the temporary account and the journal item. So in the journal item, all the orders will be posted under this point of sale order, that is point of sale journal. You can see it is a miscellaneous type. And next comes a customer invoice. If you have generated the invoice, that will be taken under this customer invoice journal. That is the invoice for your point of sale orders that will be recorded under the customer invoice journal. And here you can add the sales team as well. So all the orders taken from the point of sale will be recorded under this point of sale sales team. That is all the sales to be reported to the point of sale sales team. And we have flexible taxes option. So this is in the sense we can use physical position to get different taxes by order. So flexible taxes allows you to choose physical position and order depending on the kind of customer. Like it can be tax exemptor will be there, or there will be local sales will be there, or exporter sale will be there. So for that the taxes will be different. So you can add your allowed taxes and default taxes. So I'm not adding this. Let's save and create a new physical position. So let's save, and over here take a physical position. For example, it's for local sales, and here I'll be adding a mapping, like if the product tax is 10%, for a local sale it has to be mapped to 10%. Okay. Similarly, if I have one more physical position, which is export sale. Okay. Export sale, where I'll be using this mapping to 5% only. So I can make use of these two physical positions in the point of sale. Okay. So I can add the allowed physical positions over here, that is export sale and local sale, and my default physical position is local sale. So let's save this.
Yeah.
Now, so let's see this features will work, that is how the default taxes. So if I'm trying to create a new product in my point of sale, you can see the default tax is taken as 15%. Okay. Now consider another product here. Suppose it is 15%. If I'm selling this product for a local customer, it will be mapped to 10%, and if it is for an export sale, it will be mapped to 10%. Okay. So let's go back to the new session and select the customer, Michelle admin. Currently we'll be having opening cash of 3,482 because this is the closing cash of previous session. Okay, let's open. So in this case, you can see the default physical position is taken as local sale. And if I'm choosing this product book, you can see the info where 15% is the actual tax, and so the price excluded amount is 120 over here, and for tax which is mapped 15% to 10%, which means 10% of 120, which is 12. So total 120 plus 12, that is 132, where 12 is the tax, 10%. Now if I'm trying to use the export sale, you can see 126 only, because 6 is the tax only. Here will be applying 5% tax, which means 120 is the actual price, and the amount is, that is, I'll just add the quantity as one. So that is 120 is the actual amount of the product. For export sale, we have mapped the 15% tax to 5%, which means 5% of 120 in the sense 6. So total 126, that is including the tax amount. Okay, so you can see that over here, and let me close the session. Without closing the session, I can go back to the backend as well. So in the backend, when I'm going to the settings, here under the section like down payment, here it is added a down payment, which means I'll be able to make down payments to point of sale terminal. So actually in point of sale, we'll be able to fetch our sale orders and able to make through the point of sale terminal, and we'll be having the product price on receipt, that should be, or in the catalog, that will be either visible as tax excluded and tax included. Currently in the terminal, we can see that it is in tax included, which means the price of the accounting book is 120, and when we apply the tax as well, the total amount in the catalog shows as 126, which means it is a tax included amount. If you want to show the catalog amount or in the receipt as tax excluded amount, you can add it to tax excluded amount. And also here you will be having the option to add the line discounts as well, which means you will be able to add discounts for your individual product. Okay, so let's go back to sale and see how this down payments work. So I'm going to the sales module, and here you can see some of the sale order. You can see one sale order is the for Germany furniture, where you can find the sale order number of 7, and total amount is 1706. Okay, so you can access this sale order in the point of sale and you can make the payment. So in the point of sale, click on the continue selling, because we didn't close the session. Let's add it as Michelle. Okay, and let me remove this product. And here you can see a button like to access the quotations or orders. And here I'll be using none, no physical positions are added. And here I'll be searching for 7, or for it is for Germany furniture, that is here you can see 007, where the total amount is 1706. So when you click over here, you can see what do you want to do, either apply a down payment or settle the entire order. So what you can do is that you can make a down payment in percentage. Maybe I'll be added a 10% as down payment, which means 170 as down payment and can make payment. Gemini can make payment by the bank payment. And let's close. So at the time of closing, you have to add the counted amount, otherwise it will be considered as a loss, which means there is a difference between the expected and counter, so the difference will be kept as a loss for the company, so it will be recorded in the cash difference loss. Now what we have to do is that we go back to the sales and let's see the order where you can find let's move to the new shop. Okay, yeah, it's not completed. Before that, open the down payment is not paid, so let's make payment by the Gemini furniture and validate. Okay, so it is validated. Now close the session, add the expected count 3482, close the session. Now let's go back to the sales module, and here now you can see a smart tab over here, and below here you can see a down payment has been added to your order, which means 170.76 is the down payment added. And you can see that is the down payment transferred to a PoS can be, that is it is transferred from the point of sale, that you can see over here the down payment detail. And if you want to settle the total amount, you can do it again from the point of sale. Let's open up the session. Let's add the password of the cashier, and here the opening cash itself. Now take the quotation. Here you can see it's here you can see the amount, that is 1706, left 1535.40, which means 170.60 we have already make payment. So when you click over that, you will be having the option to settle order. When you click over that, you can see that the total amount of each product and the down payment is deducted. Remaining $1,535.40 have to be paid by the Gemini customer, that is Gemini Furniture, and he can make payment through bank or some other payment method. So let's see this. Okay, so in this way he'll be able to add the down payment to the orders, that is you can fetch the orders from the sale order and you can make payment through your point of sale. Now certain payments, like certain payments we have made through customer account payment method, so it will actually create a due, that is it's actually a payment credit purchase, so that will be recorded as account receivable from the customer. So let me show you that. For example, for the previous purchase for none, you can see the balance is 35. Okay, which means this is have been done one customer account payment method. And let me show you a demo on that as well. Suppose this person, okay, Fernand, is purchasing acoustic block screen and a cabinet windows. So a total of 435 is the amount, and he's taking this product with credit purchase. So we'll be using a customer account and validate and close the session. Okay, so the total cash amount itself is 3,482 because the amount we have been taken by credit purchase, so there will be no cash extra. And close the session. So in the backend, when we look into the account receivable of this particular person, Fernand, it will show that that amount will be in the account receivable, which means We have to receive it from the customer later. It's in credit purchase. So in the accounting, when you click on the partner ledger, and if you filter it by receivable only, that is not payable, only receivable, you can see for Fernand 470 is the debit amount. That is, you need to receive the amount from this particular customer. And here you can see that is 35 is the previous one and 435 is the current amount. The same we can see, that is the receivable amount that we can see from the point of sale as well. So we'll move to point of sale. That is, in the point of sale, when you open the session, and let's open login as Michelle. And here when you go to that customer, like Fernand, you can see the total due amount is 470. So this customer has to make payment $470. So in order to settle this, you go to the details and you will be having an option like settle due accounts. When you click over the, you can make payment either cash or that is Fernand is making payment the remaining amount, okay, by bank or cash. Okay, then validate this. So this is how the customer account works. Now let's close the session. I'll be adding the amount as a counted amount. Let's close this. And let's see the further features. When you go back to, under the pricing, we'll be having different features. Like we'll be having the global discounts and line discount. Global discount in the sense we'll be able to provide discount for the total amount. Okay. So line discounts is already enabled. When you enable the global discount and sale, you'll be having an option over there to add the discount percentage. Like the discount product will be the the 10% of discount. This will be the default one. You can also change it from the terminal as well. And there will be a price control. Price control in the sense only the manager can modify the price, not the cashier. So if the cashier is making changes in the price, which means they can sell the product at any price. So it have to be restricted by adding the price control, that is restricting the price modification only to your managers. Then comes a flexible price list. So flexible price list in the sense will be able to sell the product at different prices to different customers. That is, the same product can be sold out to different customers at different prices. So there will be two type of price list, that is multiple prices per product and multiple prices per product. In the sense you can sell a product at different prices. Maybe if you are selling the product at 10 quantity with a unit price, it will be different from that of the amount. That is, amount will be different if you are selling the 20 items. So multiple prices for a single product can be modified according to the customers or quantity the customer have been chosen. And the next is advanced price rule, where we will be able to add different price rules based on the sales price, cost price, or even based on the other price list. Okay, so here also we'll be able to add the available price list and default price list. And we have another option of promotions, coupons, discounts, and gift cards, etc. So this will be actually like granting some kind of discounts and loyalty points to the customer, and they will get rewards based on the loyalty point. So let's save these features. Okay, so First, we'll look into how the flexible price list can be created. Different price lists can be created, and also the discounts and coupons can be set. So once you enable all this feature under the products, you will be having the option to create price lists, discounts and loyalty, and the gift cards and e-wallet. So first see the price list. Suppose I'll be creating a price list, say Friday sales, where I can sell the product with a specific uh, price list or different prices based on the customer. So this is based on the multiple prices per product price list. Here you can see currently it will be like multiple prices per product. So we'll be able to add multiple prices for a single product. So here for a product or for a particular product like share flow protection, where I can add a minimum quantity of 10 and the price will be, unit price will be say $10. So this is based on multiple price list. So I'll be putting it 0, 1. And if I'm using the second one, like if I'm using advanced price rule, I can able to add discounts based on formulas. So let's save and let's create the other price list. Go to the price list. Let's add it as price list, which is advanced. Okay, here I can able to provide certain price computations based on discount, or it can be a fixed price and based on formula. So I'll be adding a based on formula. It can be calculated based on the cost price or based on other price list as well. So I'll be adding, that is I'll be selling that is by based on sales price, and I'll be providing a 10% discount. Here I'll be add as 10% and maybe an extra price of 1, and you will be able to provide the minimum margin you require and maximum margin from the sale, and it can be applied to all products as well, and this will be applicable to a particular date. So you can mention the validity of this, like it will be available from 27 to 29. Okay, so consider, let's go back to this, that is for your share flow protection. Let's check that. Yeah, its price is $12, and based on the price list applied, you can find the here, that is if it is above 10 quantity, that is minimum 10 quantity, unit price 10 will be taken. And if you are using the new price list, advanced price list, it will provide a 10% discount. So you can create the price list like this. And the next is discounts and loyalty. Here you can add different program types. That is, there can be next order coupon, which means a coupon will be generated from the current sale that can be utilized in the next order. And this is for discount code, that is you can see the promotion type is discount, and this will be available on the point of sale, and you can mention in which all point of sale this can be used. That here you can add, and the conditional rules over here, that is if the customer have been purchased minimum 1 quantity, he can use 10 that is a discount code of 10 PZ, which will give a discount of 10% on the order. So in this way, we can configure different promotion types, and there is loyalty program. So there is loyalty card, the program type. You can see different promotions, coupons, buy X get Y, next order coupon. So different kind of program types will be available. And when it comes to loyalty card, you can set here the conditional rule, which means what I'm doing is that if the customer have been purchased a minimum quantity of 1 unit, they will be granted with $10 for minimum for the spend dollar. That is, if the customer have been spent $1, they will grant 10 points. Okay, and so here what I'm doing is granting 1 point for per spend. That is, per dollar 1 point will be rewarded. And if the customer have been received 200 points, and in exchange of that 200 points they can get a reward. So reward can be either a free product or percentage. Okay, so I'll be using as a free product, which is a symbol pen, 1 quantity. Okay, so this is a loyalty program I have set. Now let's see how this work, and let's go to the new session. Yeah, before that, so before that we have to set the available and default price list. So go to the settings of shop. Here we can add the available price list, advanced price list, and Friday price list will be available. The thing you have to be noticed that all the price lists should be in the same currency, and public price list is a default one. Okay, so let's save. And now open the session where you can find the default price list, that is a public price list will be this is a default public price list. Or if I'm choosing share flow protection, you can see actually its price is 12. If I'm using the public price list as Friday sale, it's 12 itself, because only 1 quantity have been purchased. If the customer have been purchased 20 quantity, you can see the unit price have been changed to 10. So this is how it works. That is multi price list. And when I choose the advanced price list, it says that it will provide that is not the advanced price list. It will provide 10% discount. So you can see the price will be 11.80. That is 1.2 will be the discount. And if I have added, suppose I have added, it is 20 to 33, as the order serial number has been added for the cable management box, and one acoustic block screen has been chosen. So there will be discounts. Here you can see this is a global discount and this is a line discount. When I apply, that is when I click on the chair flow protection and click on this discount, and I can add 2% discount on this product, and I can add maybe a 4% discount on this product, and again for the third product I can add a 1% discount. So this is line discount, that is I can apply discounts on each product, and we'll be having a global discount when I'm clicking over the you can see the total 10%. I can apply this 10% on this 582.48, or I can change it as well. Maybe if I'm adding 20 more, the total 30% can be applied on it. So 30% without tax. So that is, there is no tax, and so total 174.74 is a discount amount. So the total amount will be get deducted. So this is a difference between the global discount and the line discounts. Okay, now let me remove this as well. Now suppose I have a product, this one, yeah, desk stand with screen. So its total amount is 1891. Okay, or I'll be using, say, to this acoustic block screen itself, I'll be using the public price list, and using the acoustic block screen, I'll be removing this product. Okay, so 295, and I'll be adding my customer Fernand. Okay, so here you can see the loyalty points is 295, because I have set an loyalty program where I can show 295 is the total amount, and in that loyalty program what I have been added is that if the customer has $1, that it has spent $1, they will get 1 point, which means if this person is spending $295, he will get 295 points. And you can see the reward is activated in green color. So when you click over there, you can add the reward point as a free pen, that is a simple pen, and you can see a minus 200 is added over here, which means for exchanging 200 points, this free product is providing. So 295 points will be reduced. So total loyalty point for this person now is 95. Okay, so it's making the payment. Okay, now let's take another order where again this product is added by the customer, maybe Abigail, and she also get this, and the reset program option, that is, if we have been applied any programs, we can add the reset program, so which means it will be discarded from the current order, and there will be an option to add enter the code. So in the discount code, promotion program type discount code, when the person applied 10 PC, a discount will be applied of 10%. So for $295, 29.50 is the 10% that have been applied as discount. Now let's again make the payment. Let's validate. Okay, now close the session, and the amount is 34820 and has been added, and close the session. That is, a closing balance have been updated and the session is closed. Now we'll be having the gift cards and e-wallet. So this is also similar to entering the code, that is, we can generate gift cards and e-wallet for the customers so they can make a payment using them, that is, they will avail the discounts in the gift card. So here, if I'm adding a gift card for anonymous customer or for selected customer, if it is for selected customer, I can mention the customer. So if I'm using it anonymous, any customer can use it. So I'll be generating only one quantity of gift card, which is gift card value is $20, and it is valid till 31st of July. So I can generate a gift card, and I can see the gift card over here. So this card I can send to my customer, so that they can use this in the next purchase. Or similarly, you'll be having the option to create e-wallets from here. That is, you can create e-wallet, so which is similar to the gift card. You can choose a program type as e-wallet. So you can see the e-wallet product is top up e-wallet, and you can generate the e-wallet as well. Okay, so the customer, its value, that is how much quantity to generate. So this can be update and generate e-wallet. So generating an e-wallet itself provide a coupon as well. Okay, and you can see this will be similar to a coupon, and the balance is $1 for, that is e-wallet of $1. If you apply this code in your order, it will be it will be deduct $1 from the total amount. So currently I copied the gift card coupon from here. That is this gift card coupon of worth $20, and I'll be moving to the session and open the session as Michelle. And if I'm trying to add this, a customer, Anita Oliver, and the product is desk stand with screen, which is $2,100 per unit, and I can enter the code over here, that is that gift card code. So you can see $20 will be deducted. Okay, the current balance. And here you can also see the loyalty point. This is based on the loyalty points program type we have been applied. So then next, make the payment by the customer. Okay, so this is how this discounts, flexible price list, etc. can be configured. And one more option is that the price control by manager. So currently I'm logged in as Michelle admin. That is the admin person. So he is able to edit the price of the product. So currently the price is 2,100. Maybe I can provide the product with 2,000. Okay, I can change the price. But at the same time, if I'm switch as another cashier, that is Doris. Doris is a cashier of the session. So for a cashier, it is not able to change the price. So this is how we restrict the price modification only to the managers. Okay, now let's move back and close the session. Let's try to close the session, and let's see what are the other features. So the closing amount is currently 34,820. Then we'll move back to the settings of shop configuration, and where you can see next is some additional options for the receipts and bills, where the first thing is that header and footer. That is custom header and footer. You can customize, that is you can provide a minimal customization at the header and footer. Here you can add some header information like, say, learn together and grow together. And as a footer, you can provide, say, thank you. Okay, so this is a header and footer I'll be providing. And next is automatic printing. So currently you will be having an option to print the receipt, but instead of that, if we enable this feature, it will enable you to, or It will take you to print the receipt automatically. And next is generating QR code on the receipt so that your customers can make payment by scanning the QR code. Then comes the maximum cash difference. So I can provide the maximum cash difference as 20. That is, when we are doing some sales, there will be a cash amount. So if we are closing, there will be an expected amount and counted amount. So if the counted amount is less than $20 than the expected amount, there will be a difference. So only the authorized difference is $20. If it is greater than $20, that is, the cashier is liable to add the payment from his hand, or he may have to contact the manager and validate the reason for the authorized difference. And once we close the session, that is, as you know, or that is only the admin person can close the session. So the difference amount will be posted into cash difference loss account. And yeah, there is an option to tip management where you can add the tips product over here. And let's save the details and go back. Yeah, for the tips product, actually, this is a service product. You can configure it as a service product. Let's see. And then next feature is cash rounding. So cash rounding sense, you will be able to provide rounding. That is, you can define the smallest coinage of the currency used to pay by cash. So this rounding method is only available for cash method. Then you can enable this. So I'll be creating here a new rounding method. So this rounding method will be defaultly applicable to the point of sale orders. Okay, so in this one, let's redirect to the rounding method. Let's save, and so we have to mention what is the rounding factor and all. So here you can see the rounding precision and 0, 1. I'll be putting it as 1 for better understanding. And there will be usually two methods for rounding strategy in Odoo. One is adding round tail line or modify the tax amount. But in point of sale, round tail line is only possible. We are not able to round on the tax amount. And here it is a profit and loss account. So this means if you are applying a cash rounding on an order, it will be a rounding to up or down. So if you are rounding up, there will be some amount that will be gained to your company. So it will be recorded in the profit account, that is cash difference gain account. And if it is rounding to down, it will be actually a cash loss to your company. So it will be recorded in the cash difference loss account. And this is a rounding method. It can be up, down, or half up. Half up in the sense, if the decimal part is greater than 0.5, it will be round to up, or if it is less than 0.5, it will be round to down. So I'll be adding the configuration over here, and this will be applicable to only the cash methods. That is, rounding will be applicable to only cash methods. So let's see the features. So first of all, let's move to the new session. Let's choose the cashier and open the session. So here you can see the opening cash is 34,820. So this opening cash will be accumulated like this, that is sum up and shown over here until the amount is transferred to the bank account. Okay, this is the actual drawer cash amount. So let's open the amount. Yeah, let's open the session. Then let's look into one of the product having decimal. Yeah, for dustpan, the amount is $1.98 per unit. So which means the decimal part is greater than 0.5. So let's see how rounding works. So I'm choosing this product, and I have added my customer Abigail Patterson. And here when I'm making payment, here you can see the actual amount is 1.98. So if I'm choosing the payment method as bank, you can see, it's actually work for cash, right? Cash rounding is working for cash methods only. So when I'm choosing the cash, you can see the amount will be changed to 2, which means the decimal part is 0.98, which means greater than 0.5. So it will be round to up. If it is less than 0.5, it will be round to down. Now validate this. Also here you will be able to provide tip. So when you enable the tip management, you can see the tip option over here. When you click on the tip, you can add the tip option. So I'll be adding $10 as tip, and it's also made by cash. Or you can just disable this. So including the tip amount, total amount is 11.98. So if you try to add the cash, it will be rounded to 12. Now validate the order. So this is the automatic printing option where once you validate the order, the receipt will be need to be automatically print when you simply click on the print option. And this is a receipt where you can find the footer and the header information here. And this is the QR code that has been added to your receipt that you can see over here. Yeah, this is the learn together and grow together. That is the header we have been added. And here in this, the product, the tip have been provided, the rounding applied. And yeah, the loyalty program, the loyalty points won, balance loyalty program points. Then comes the QR code to scan. To make the payment, and the footer information. So all these informations will be available over here. Then let's go back to orders. Let's try to close the session. So you can see the expected count over here, and if I'm counting, that is expected cash amount will be here, that like 34,832. If I start to count, the maximum difference I have been allowed is $20. Okay, so even if it is greater than $20, only admin will be able to close the session. So maybe if I'm counting the cash in my drawer, I have found I have only 34,000 and 800. Okay, so there will be a difference of 32. So if I'm trying to close, I can add the closing note here. Difference, like closing differences, $32. I can add the note and try to close the session. So you'll be having a warning like this. That is, do you want to accept the payment difference and pose a profit and loss journal entry? Okay, so if you want to close the entry, either you need to put the amount, that is the cashier have to put the remaining amount, that is the difference amount to back to the cash drawer and correct the counter quantity and close. Otherwise he have to liable to mention the reason behind this difference to the manager, so that manager can close the session. So at the time of closing, there will be still the difference, so that difference will be posted to the accounting journal entry where it will be recorded in the cash difference loss account. So the closing difference, you can see the closing date and 34,800 is the amount, closing cash amount. So when you look into the accounting, in the general ledger, when you see the cash difference loss account, you can see that is a cash difference during the during counting. The loss amount is 32. So the loss account, when there is a loss, so it will be debited in this cash difference loss account. Then when you take the point of sale, you can see the entries or the journal entries generated from the point of sale that will be recorded. Now let's go back to the point of sale module, and in the configuration settings, let's discuss about the other features. Okay, here you'll be having some information like the payment terminal that we have been already discussed in the connected device, and here the operation type, where you can add the operation types for your orders. If you have multiple warehouses, you can set different point of sale operation types for your PoS orders. So the warehouse will be different. Maybe if you have two shops that will be located in different warehouse and the products are supplied from different warehouse, so this has to be affect in your stock quantity based on the warehouse you have been added to your point of sale. Okay, so we'll discuss that as well. And there is an option that is allow ship later, so which means you will be able to make the payment at the store now and the product will be shipped later. Okay, so let's save this and I will show you the inventory management as well. Currently in Odoo we'll have two inventory management system. Once you activate the developer mode, in the point of sale configuration settings, you will be having one more feature, that is the inventory management over here. That is, the inventory have to be updated at the time of session closing or in real time. So here I'll be adding it at the time of session closing. Now what we have to do is that let's save, and for the second point of sale configuration, like for shop 2, what we are doing is that here we are adding in real time, and also we'll be able to that is add the limiter products loading. That is, we can decide how many products can be loaded to your terminal at that time, and all the remaining will be that is loaded in the background. Similarly, how many partner details have to be loaded initially to your system, and all the remaining partners will be in the background. So the most frequently used product and most frequently used partners will be available. And here you can see the same warehouse, the same point of sale operation is used. So what I'm doing is I'm going to inventory module. Okay, let's go back to inventory module, and here I'll be creating a one more warehouse, which is my second warehouse, where I'll be adding the shortcode as WH2. Okay, so there is correspondingly operation types for this as well. So here you can see for the warehouse 2 there will be a point of sale order. So I can add this warehouse to my point of sale 2, that is in the configuration settings. In the point of sale 2's configuration here, what we can do is that we can add the PoS orders from warehouse 2. Okay, let's see. And in the first shop, I'll be adding only 5 products to load, which means frequently used 5 products to lead, and here I'll be using frequently used 5 partners to load, and here I'll be using load all the remaining partners in the background. Okay, let's save. For shop 1, it's in at the time of session closing. That is, a stock count will be updated at the time of closing the session. And for shop 2, it is in real time. So let's see how this works. It's in real time. So let's move to the product information, where I'll be having an acoustic block screen, which is a product. So here consider first warehouse. Here suppose I'll be having 10 quantities of product. Okay. And in the second warehouse, that is in the WH2 stock, there will be again maybe a 30 quantity of product. So I'll be having total 40 quantities in first warehouse, 10 quantity, and in second warehouse it is 30 quantity. Now let's move to the shop 2 configuration, where I'll be trying to sell the acoustic block screen. So I'm choosing the product 1 quantity and add the customer and make the payment using payment method bank. That is, in this shop 2, I have been added cash or some other uh, payment method. Only bank is there. So let me try to close this. So you can see a 295. So before closing the session, let me go back to the back end and let's see the product count. Okay. So in the acoustic block screen, when I open this, nothing has changed. Now let's continue and try to close the session. Now again go to the product and check the count. So you can see 39. So the on hand, the stock is removed from the second warehouse. That is, the remaining on hand quantity is 29. That is, for the second warehouse, what we have configured is that for shop 2, when you scroll down, you can see the inventory management is at the time of session closing. That is, inventory is updated only after closing the session, and this is for PoS order. That is the from the second warehouse. So while you're making a sale from the point of sale, the quantity from the second warehouse will be reduced. Similarly, if it is real time that have been added in the point of sale shop, which means as we sell the item, the count will be decreased at real time. That is before closing the session itself. And there are some features also added, that is partner loading and yeah, limiter partner loading and the limiter products loading. So this will load only the 5 products, that is frequently used 5 products to the point of sale. And when it comes to limiter partner loading, it will only load the 5 partners, and but it will load all the remaining partners in the background. So let's say before that, yeah, ship later process is also enabled, and where the product is shipped from the warehouse, your company, and its shipping policies as soon as possible. And you can also add a route as well if required. Okay, so let's try to see the difference in the point of sale. When you open the session, you can select the cashier. Okay, you can see only some products are available. Only this much products are available because of um, the partner loading limit we have been set, and the product loading limit we have been set. Then similarly for the customer for the customer there will be the customer details, but because the customer details will be loaded in the background. Okay, so I'll be choosing Abigail and choosing this product large cabinet. So you can see the total amount is 320. Now let's see how the ship later process work. So here you will be having the ship later process. You can add this, and the customer is making payment, um, and validate. Okay, which means customer has made the payment and it is marked as the product have to be shipped later. So while you're closing, I'll be adding the closing amount 34,800. Close the session. Now when you open the last session, the one we have been closing, you can see one picking, which means to a Bikil Patterson, the product have to be moved from stock to customers. There is a picking has been created. If you have set the customer lead time for that product, the schedule date will be changed accordingly. So that can be also managed. So these are the different configuration in the point of sale configuration shop. Now let's try to configure a restaurant. So I'll be creating another point of sale which is considered as restaurant, which is considered as a bar or restaurant and sale. So we'll get a new point of sale which is bar and restaurant that have been created. So this configuration when is enabled, another features like adding floor management, seating arrangements, printing kitchen orders, etc. So let's go to the dashboard. So you can see this is a created restaurant. So let's go to the restaurant configuration, and you can see a section like restaurant bar, and you can enable the flows and table where I can create flows like a flow 1 and say also you'll be able to configure the flows from the configuration as well. From the configuration you'll be having the floor plans where you can see the flow, and you can also add the tables like T1 having 5 seats, and you can add its color and shape as well. This is for square, and maybe I'll be having one more table T2 which is of round, and it will be having 10 seats. Okay, so you can add the table as you wish, and maybe you will be able to create more flows. Maybe a balcony is there, and where I'll be adding uh, first table, and again I'll be having T2 table 2, and it will be with 3 seats. Okay, so I can add this to which point of sale, to the restaurant, and similarly so this two are for the floors of restaurant. Then again go back to settings, and this is for printing your bills before making payment, that is early receipt printing. And if you want to add any kitchen notes, that is customer uh, preferences on orders, that can be also add. Then here is another feature of bill splitting. That is, you can split the orders among the customers or the guests in that table. And this is for kitchen printer, where you can set up your printer over here. So the kitchen orders will be printed. Let's save this. And you can also restrict the categories like food and drinks. So these are the default category that is product category, point of sale product category, that will be generated when we create a restaurant configuration. So let's see and move to the restaurant. So when you open the restaurant, you can see two floors are the first floor and second floor, and you have added two seating or two table for that. So you can see it over here. So when you edit this and when you click over here, you can drag and drop. When you open the point of sale restaurant, you'll be able to find the floors, two floors you have been configured, and the tables you have been configured. There is an edit option which will enables you to use this table, and you can click over the table and you can just resize it. And there is T1 is the table size and number of seatings you have been added. And also what you can do is that you can add more tables. When you click over here, it will create, and you can just simply drag and drop, and you can resize it according to your requirement. So currently for this table, they are having same name. So I have an option to add the change the table name as table 2. So it will be table 2, and here it is a number of seats. I can add the number of seats from here. So basically it will be having 5 seats. Okay, so 5 seats will be added. Then we'll be having the duplicate option. So once we duplicate this, we'll be having a duplicate table have been generated, which is of table 3. And also we'll be able to change the shape and color for your table as well. And also you'll be able to delete as well. Okay, so just simply let's take an order for this table 2, maybe here. Okay, let's try to enlarge this and scroll this over here. Okay, so 2 tables will be there, and we are going to take order over here. When you click over this, yeah, and when you click over this, it will go to your orders, where you can see the food categories, and you can order the product, and number of guests can be added. Maybe there will be 3 guests. Then internal notes can be added. Only wedges. So that will be appear here. So when you print this to your kitchen, it will print along with this customer note. Like it will contain the product and the quantity and the kitchen notes will be added. And here it comes the billing option, that is in order to bill before making the payment, that is early receipt payment. So when you click over here, you can see the receipt over here. Okay, then the another feature is a bill splitting, that you can see the splitting option. So you know that there is 3 guests, so this total amount have to be split among the guests. So when you click on the split option, you can see you can add 2 count of bacon burger to one person, that is to customer Abigail, and bank payment. Okay, I'm going back to here, so you can see again 2 guests will be there with 2 units, and it can be split among again another guest. So another customer have been maybe making payment like Anita Oliver and making payment, and now you go back to the table, you can see one guest is there and the remaining one item, and that can be paid by the third person. So in this way, bill can be split. So these are the additional features available in the point of sale configuration restaurant, along with the configurations or the functionalities available in the shop configuration as well. Now let's close the session. Odoo also provide one more functionality, that is rescue session. That is, we have mentioned that Odoo point of sale works in both online and offline. So even if you lose internet connection in between your session, there is less danger of data erosion, as the system will be synchronized since back online. Okay. So this point of sale can offer an uninterrupted session. Similarly, there will be certain questions like, what if the session is closed accidentally while it's working online? What will happen to the orders? It's actually a matter of concern, because if 2 people are logging to the same session from different location or different system, there will be a possibility like one maybe close the session after completing his order. So naturally there will be question like, what will happen to the orders that the other person taking? So here comes a rescue session, where during a network failure or if the admin closes the session from one system, data will be stored in the browser's cache memory, and the number of orders taken while the system was offline will be in the rescue session. So let's do a demo on that. So for that, I'll be having a cognitive window. Here, suppose in this session shop, I'll be okay. So in this session, Doris is logged in as a salesperson, and he is taking one order for some customer. Okay, and similarly, in the other system that Michelle is working, where again the session is in the open session, where you can see Michelle is the login person to the same session. Okay, here again, one order is taken for the customer by Michelle, and after the session, he used to close the session. He have added the counted amount over here and close the session. But still in the other end, Doris is taking order. So it's been close the session. So go back to the other window where Doris is taking the session, and maybe one more order is taken after closing. Okay, let's create one more order, and for hotel accommodation and large cabinet, this is for specifically another customer, Azure. Okay, make again a bank payment. Okay, so all this will be recorded. That is, two orders will be taken after Michelle have been closing his session, but still Taurus is taking order. So this will be actually moved to a rescue session. So after taking his order, he will not be able to close the session, but only Michelle can. So if I'm trying to close this as Michelle, okay, it seems that um, when I'm trying to close this, it seems that the session is already closed. But there will be two orders taken by Doris. So when you go to orders, you can see there is a rescue session where Doris is taken two orders, and here you can see 21 is a session closed by Michelle, and there will be two orders taken by the Doris, that is employee or cashier Doris, and it will be moved to another session 2020, that is 22, which is a rescue session of the previous session 21. So this will helps to provide an uninterrupted session. That is, point of sale only requires, that is, a internet connectivity at the time of session closing and opening. Okay, otherwise, even though if the internet connectivity is down, cashiers can take the order, but that will be moved to the rescue session similarly. So these all are the features available in the point of sale, and we'll be having the remaining things at the reporting section where we'll be able to have an order analysis, and you can see the order analysis and the total price versus the product category. So it will show the total price have been, that is order total amount from this category that have been sold through the point of sale. And you can also able to add this into the pivot table where we can generate dynamic reports. So what I'm doing is that I'm just taking it by the employee. So I'll be having 3 employees, that is 3 cashiers, and I can also add the point of sale, and next the order details, that is order can be added along with this, and in that order what all the products they have sold. So this kind of things I can able to add. I can similarly expand this to all filters. So you can see in each shop, that is in each point of sale, and in which session, that is in which shop, the order number and the products taken in that order. So this kind of filters can be added. When you add plus, you can add more and more filters, and also you'll be able to add more columns like what is the total discount available, subtotal without discount, and what is the margin received from the sale. So this kind of information you can add, and you can download it into Excel sheet, or you can flip the details into X and Y axis. Also you'll be able to insert into spreadsheet, and you can save it in the, let's confirm. So this will be save, the spreadsheet will save in the documents module as you added the name over here, like PoS order analysis. So a document PoS order analysis will be saved in the documents module. Okay, then next comes the sales details. So from here you'll be able to add the that is, you'll be able to print the sales details. You can add a start date and end date, and the point of sale. So the sales details of this point of sale, in between the start date and end date will be available, so you can print. So a PDF will be print. So this will be the document layout. Okay, you can customize according to your use. When you open this, you can see the details like the sales details and the start and end date and time, and the product that you solve, the quantity and its unit price, the payments received by bank, and the tax. Okay, so and the total as well. So all the details will be able to see over here. Now let's go back. Okay, so these are the basic features and functionalities available in Odoo 16 Point of Sale module. I hope this session will be helpful for you. And if you have any clarification, or if you have any need any functional or technical support, you can write to us. You can write to odoo@cybrosys.com.